Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV. We're here in Manchester for the first press conference for Jordan Gil versus Zelfa Barrett, going down at the AO Arena on April 13th. Delighted to be joined by Jordan Gil. How are you, mate?
Good. Yep, can't complain, mate.
Yeah, got a big fight feel to this, a proper domestic clash. When this got originally announced, Eddie Hearn said it's kind of put it to both fighters, didn't think they'd both say yes, said yes, and now we're here. Is it that simple?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a fight, innit? Yeah. That's what we're about. Just getting there and have a scrap. Whoever wins, hopefully gets a world title shot.
Is that what it's all about, 2024? The winner of this fight goes and gets the world title shot?
Bloody hope so.
Your career has had its ups and downs, as you said in your past. You're riding off the crest of probably your biggest win. Excellent performance. Do you feel like you've paid your dues now? Do you feel like after this fight, you come through this and it is the world title shot? It is what you've always wanted, all you've always dreamed of?
Yeah, I feel like I deserve that, especially off the back of the Conlan win. Beat a world title challenger in Zelfa and, we're there. So it's a big fight. It's a domestic fight that's above British and European level. He's on track to fight for a world title. So am I. And whoever wins will get one. I'm sure they will. But we'll just wait and see.
After the Conlan win, was you expecting another domestic clash, albeit a very big domestic clash in Zelfa Barrett, or was you expecting world title eliminators, maybe even get yourself into a position?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is an eliminator.
Yeah.
So whether it was a domestic one or not, I don't really look too far into the future and think, oh, what's this gonna happen? What's that gonna happen? Like, you used to have to take one at a time. And when I was fighting Conlan, I couldn't look past Conlan. When I'm fighting Zelfa, I can't look past Zelfa. So you have to take one at a time. Whatever comes. Whatever happens. I used to worry about everything. I used to think, oh, if I beat this guy, who I'm going to fight next? Or what's this guy going to come out like? How's he going to react when I hit him? Like, what's he like? Is he going to move to his left? Is he going to move to his right? No, I don't care. I just want to fight.
How different do you believe are you as a fighter to when you was in there with Kiko? I want to say previous stage of your career, because it feels like there's a new Jordan Gil at this weight.
Yeah, I feel very different. I feel more confident. I feel more relaxed. I feel like I'm punching harder. I feel more explosive. I feel smarter. When every time you lose, you have to learn and you have to go back and assess why you lost. What mistakes did you make to come out with that result? And I've gone back to the drawing board. I've assessed everything. I've made certain changes that I needed to make, and I think you're going to see the best of me now in these next few fights, because Kiko was a very bad performance. Conlan was a better performance, even though I still made mistakes, but I'm still improving, and you're going to see another improvement April 13th.
So the best of Jordan Gil is still to come?
100%.
Going back to that night in Belfast, obviously, as you said, absolutely fantastic performance, upset the odds in many ways, going over to Conlan's backyard and putting a performance like that as you did, and then your interviews after, revealing your story. Were you touched by how much support you received after that? Because no one knew that, really, did they?
No, I don't really talk to anyone and keep myself to myself. And the thing is, you learn when you grow up a bit, you realise that no one cares about your problems. So you better off just keeping yourself quiet. And I feel like I was given a platform. It's important for me to share how hard it was to get to that point, and I didn't want to waste it. And I didn't plan anything. It just sort of come out. But the amount of support that we got after, the amount of people that reached out and said, I was in a similar position. Thanks for your words. You helped me. It's nice, but everyone's on their own path and everyone's got their own life and everyone's got their own struggles. So my struggles are nowhere near as big as other people's, but I think anytime anyone comes to adversity, they'll look to sports stars or people in the public eye for advice. And for me, I think everyone looks at people on TV and sees they've got a nice house, they've got a nice car, they're on TV, their life must be perfect. But for me to come out and say what I said, to show people the journey that I've been on, it makes it understandable for people, that it's not that glamorous. We are all the same. We all do have emotions. We all have 2 arms and 2 legs. We're all the same. No one's superhuman. And I think that's in a macho sport like boxing. I think it's important to remind people that it's the ultimate working man sport. We grew up in a council estate just like everyone else. So we all come from the same place, and we all have the same opportunities and the same ability to get anywhere.
Moving on to Zelfa Barrett then, how highly do you rate him as an opponent?
I think he's very, very good. I think it's probably my hardest fight to date. He's a great fighter. He can do a bit of everything. He's quite versatile. He can move well. He's got fast hands, good power, good counter puncher, and he can sling it out at the best of times as well. So yeah, I've got to be very wary. I've got to approach the fight in the right way. My tactics have got to be spot on, and I'm really excited for the challenge.
Is this a genuine 50-50 fight, do you believe?
I'd say so. But I think, I've not seen the odds from the bookies, but I'd say that it'd be favourite. But so was Conlan last time, and all my mates won loads of money, so it is what it is.
I'm assuming some of your fans did make some money that night in Belfast then?
Yep, my mate Damien, he won $7,000 on 100 to 1, round 7.
Just want to bring your, if you call it that, a career renaissance. If kind of aligns with a good friend of yours, Leigh Wood. Did he give you advice? Because it came a little bit before Leigh Wood's kind of world title push, probably 18 months, 2 years before. Did he give you advice on moving up in weight, just going through what you did and then going through that career best win against Conlan?
Yeah, Leigh helped me a lot. He didn't know to the extent of what was happening, but he knew that I'd come away from Sheffield, come away from Dave Colwell. I didn't have a trainer, I didn't have a gym, weren't really training. Just doing bits where I could at home, and he said, "Well, we're going on training camp for Ventura. Why don't you fly out, stay with me, and we'll do a bit of training, see how you feel, that sort of thing." And me flying out there to see my mate train, help him a little bit in training, a bit of sparring maybe, and it brought the spark back for me. Because I lost a love for boxing, and it brought it back, and a little bit of a change sometimes is good, and I'm really enjoying it now.
How much a difference did that change in team make?
Oh, you saw it in the last fight, didn't you? Yeah, I mean, it's made the world a difference, and I'm just you learn something from everyone. You're never done learning. I had Dave Colwell before Ben. I had Dominic Ingle before Dave, and you have to take bits from everyone. They're all good coaches, and you have to progress your style and make adaptations in life just to survive. And I think the change has paid off so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing the next result.
Just last one then. Obviously you don't want to give the game plan away, but how does this fight play out with Zelfa Barrett on April 13th?
I think it's going to be an exciting fight. No matter what happens, it's going to be an exciting fight. It depends how he reacts to what I'm doing. It depends how he comes out as well. I think there's going to be moments where it's going to be cagey. There's going to be moments where it's a bit of a war. I think it's going to be moments where it's a boxing match. So I think it's going to be a fight that has it all. I think we can both crack a bit at super feather, and whether it goes the distance or not, I'm not sure. I'd say it probably will go the distance, because we're both tough, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited. Who knows? Anything can happen when you step in there, and I'm excited to find out.
Yesterday we saw Jack Carroll and Josh Taylor go off at each other at the press conference. Probably going to get the same in a few hours' time. We're not going to see that we used to today, are we?
I doubt it, but I brought my mum with me just in case it kicks off, because she's pretty heavy-handed, and if her hands don't work, she brought a wooden spoon to clonk us both on the head.
Love it. Keep the Gill mother away. Jordan, thank you very much for being to IFL TV, and best of luck on April 13th. Thank you very much, mate.
Wall Street Memes Casino
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.